back in the game. This is the bit of music that I think sounds a little bit like Prometheus. We shall have none of it, because the making of a dark horror set in deep space about the possibilities of genetic manipulation are just in very, very poor taste, in my opinion. I get enough of that at home. Genetic manipulation, of course, has been going on for years. Have you seen a Cocker Spaniel? It's a ridiculous animal. Doesn't know whether it's coming or going. Right, who's this? Starlight, visit location. No, we don't want to go there. No, we're just going to keep it nice and calm now. Right, nice and calm. We've had enough hilarity for one evening already. We're taking pot shots at random strangers, I don't know. Absolutely disgraceful behaviour. Anyway, we're back in now. There's a number of people who are streaming at the moment. Sergeant Gamble is streaming at the moment. We all know how popular he is. There's a few other people streaming. People I don't even know. But there's quite a lot of... Beck Bristow is online. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he'll drop in. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Right, here we are. Where am I going to wake up? Oh, it's Olisar. What a surprise. Alright, ladies and germs, I welcome you to the wonderful world of Star Citizen. Can you believe it? Look at this. Look at the frames. 48 frames. He's standing up. Look at this. 50 frames. My God. My God. I'm going to guess that we're in pod 5. And we're coming out. The guy ran past me so fast. I was in pod 6. Only wrong by 1. That's amazing. Look at these frames. We're in 39 frames. Let's get moving. Come on. I do believe I've got an Aurora waiting for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head off. That's a right old lick here. Look at this. 30, 28, 33 frames coming down the apples and pears. Look at this. Is 4 geezers stood. Look, there's a queue in that terminal. What's going on, Big Bennies? Don't mind if I do, mate. I always fancy a noodle while I'm browsing through my fleet. I have a fleet noodle. I don't mind if I noodle while I fleet. Don't mind if I munch while I browse. It's all the rage these days. Everybody's at it. Right, let's take this one. Now all I'm going to do is get myself out of here, pick up the black cutlery, which is...
has been delivered to the following landing pad.
What is known as the dark knife and fork of the Drake. Cutlery black. Am I going the right way here? No, it's over this way, is it? Yeah, here we go. Now, just before, I'm just going to nip in here, very briefly.
Hi, welcome to the store.
Hello, Blondie. How's it going? Now, let's go in here, and we're just going to buy that. Purchase complete. Yep.
You're going to be happy with that.
Yep. Okay. Thanks very much. That's wonderful. Just remind myself not to comment upon your ridiculous hairdo. La-di-da-di-da. That's what happens, you see. It's a deliberate. It's found a genetic link between lying about a purchase, like saying that something's better than it is, and blonde hair. It's been genetically proven. It's a genetic link between people who tell lies in order to get profit. They turn blonde. It's a fact. Which is why, when she says, "I think you're going to be happy with that," she's turned into a bimbo. It's been proven scientifically, ladies and germs. And that's not to say that all blondes are monetary pirates. It's just to point out that if you do tell porkies in the sales room, you will find yourself a whiter shade of pale by the end of the afternoon, if you know what I mean. we go. Landing gear is not raised until I raise it. Yeah, see, there's something slightly wrong there, isn't there? Because you've actually said the opposite of what I want. Look at that, see, my landing gear is out. But actually, what it says here is it's out. Alright, now I've got it straight, okay? When it's in, it's out, it's out, it's in, right? Easy, no problem. Now we're going to go and pick up the dark knife and fork. The dark spoon that is the Drake. I'm heading straight for yellow, we can't get there. We're going to go to Daymar, we can't get there either. Where can we bleed and go? We can go there. Let's go there then. Now, if you don't know about this, I shall just highlight this. When you get in the game, you'll be able to spawn a ship at those terminals. You see all these little dots here. These are all the targeting in the game isn't quite there yet. Saki Maki. Look at this geezer. Well, let's just go and have a quick look at him. There he is, look. Saki Maki as he drifts past. There he is, look. Wonderful geezer, Saki Maki, great friend of mine. Just quickly do that. Now the frame rates have dropped down to 5, which is a bit worrying because we had 50 frames earlier. So you can see how treacherous the frame rates can be in this game. Do not be alarmed, just simply get out of a crowded area by doing that. Okay. Now that is what they call interdiction. Okay, and it's something which at 4 frames per second is something to be worried about. What I'm simply doing now is getting myself out of trouble. Alright? The reason that quantum was shaking around so much is that's interdiction, which is a random process. Some algorithm decides whether you're going to be interdicted or not. Piratical activity to you and me. Now what I need to do now is just get myself to my destination that I want to get to, which is, just look in the map here. Don't think we've made it to the Comaray, have we? Not entirely sure where I am now, but anyway, we're going to go to Yella instead. So we're just going to do that. And hopefully we won't be interdicted again, although my experience of this is that it does happen several times in a row. Let's just go there. Okay. This looks good. It was good. Right, okay. Now what we're going to do now is just get ourselves, the best thing to do is point at somewhere black just while you try to navigate the map, because you go to my position. Now that looks like it's occluded to me. Yes it is. Alright, so we're going to have to go for the old OM procedure. Now these things are OM stands for oven ready muffin, and when the game was being designed, Sandy was very insistent. She's very big on baking, Sandy, and she was very insistent, and there has to be a reference to baking in every single sort of scenario. So in this particular scenario, the OM points that she insisted were put on, they stand for oven ready muffins. You know, for instance, in Grimhex is actually a kind of oven cleaner that Sandy Gardner uses. Sandy Gardner! So that's what she uses to clean her oven. It's called Grimhex, and that's found its way into the game. So we've got oven ready muffins, we've got Grimhex, which is the oven cleaner that she uses, and there's, you know, there are many other references to it as well. Like Nakamura Valley, for instance, is her favourite kind of chocolate chip cookie. Nakamura Valley is very famous for their chocolate chip cookies. I mean, you'll find that all of the references in Star Citizen are mainly to do with baking, and Chris had to agree to it, otherwise she was going to leave him for Erin. No, that's not true. She was going to leave him for Eric, Kyron Davis. Okay, let's find Grimhex, shall we? Let's see if we can find Grimhex now. No, still can't find Grimhex. Right, we'll go to the next oven ready muffin and hope that that will be the one that takes us where we need to go. Come on now. Alright, now let's check it now. Oh, now we can do it. Thanks very much. Oh, now you want me. I see. Now you want me. Now if I've got an oven ready muffin, now you want me. Oh, come on. Mess me about, man. Now somewhere in this ring... Ah, there it is. Grimhex nestled in the ring. Like a brown girl. For all those Boney M fans out there. And the famous brown girl in the ring. Right, now I've got to be careful here because sometimes you end up right in front of a rock. Yes.
Bottom drive is now off.
I'm in real trouble with my thruster on this joystick. It's had it. The thrust button gets jammed down and I get in all sorts of Barney truss hole. Okay, where are we? There she is. Too close, you say? Not close enough, I think. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking directly down at the pads here. Now all we're going to do is just swing ourselves around this way. Slow it down slightly. And drop her down. Drop her down, I said. Let's just go here a little bit. And there she blows. Very nicely done. Okay, and we're just going to see. Now, my plan was to get down there to get some beryl and try and make a bit of money. Where's this thing gone now? Grimhex landing. There we go. Give me the pad. Give me your pad. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. There she is. Look. This is what happens. They give you a pad of your very own. Just get yourself straightened up, mate, before you even think about doing that. There he is, coming in like cream from a nozzle, coming down like the delicate icing upon a fondant fancy. If I do say so myself, Sandy. I think I'm one of your finest delicacies. A pastry wrapped in love, care and attention to detail. Let's see if I can do this. Is that going to straighten me out? Does it do all the straightening out for you? It does indeed. Look at this. Very nice. Look at that. Look at that. Looking like a terrible shopping centre from the 80s.
Have a pleasant stay.
Okay. There she blows. Let's get this guy out. Let's get this guy out. Stay. Here he is. Look, clambering out like a proper geezer, climbing out of a spaceship. What's happening now? Looking at the inside of my own grenade. Holy granola. Can I get a first person view? Thanks. Right, there we go. Right, let's get ourselves out of this this 80s nightmare of steel tubing and glass. Look at it. As I said, we'd like you to design a giant insect in 1987 within which people can go shopping. And there it is, the Aurora. Right, now the frame rates are really bad in this server, so we might not hang around too long. We might see how we fare thee well, my fair damson. We might see how we fare by going to another location. Like, once we get away from the busyness, the hubbub of Grim Hexington. Grimmers Hexington was a fine young gentleman. He liked to ramp up his heart rate to at least 83 by the time he hit the top of the stairs, and even then he didn't stop running. The man was a complete fool for running. He was fierce for the running, you might say. Well, no, we were fierce for the running. We used to run everywhere. I got to Grim Hexington, and I would run non-stop across the paths forward. That's all. And I would get in there, and I would buy myself loads of beryl. I would find myself the biggest, nastiest drake ship or monocle buy. And then I would run into somebody who just had the hair bleached. And I would look over here, and we would see that inside there would be a beautiful piece of cutlery, which was black. Stained black, I tell you. Black like the ace of spades. Where is it stored then, my Drake Cutlass black holder? It says I've got a placeholder here. Now that's not very nice, is it? Oh, don't give me this, man. I don't want to know about this. Placeholder. 7 minutes in this hellhole. Are you kidding me? Alright, let's just take the freelancer instead then. So all is good. Anyway. Hello there. Who's that? Doomslayer. Hey, buddy. How are you, mate? I'm so happy that you stopped by. I've got my freelancer here. I'm just leaving Grimhex because I'm going to try and buy some beryl. Not the most exciting substance in the universe, it has to be said. But we're going to do it anyway. Just because we can. Doomslayer, how are you this evening? Right, how about you? I'm great, thank you. Thanks for asking. Nice to see you back in the stream, mate. What have you been up to today? You had a good Saturday? It is Saturday today, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Hallelujah. Who'd have thunk it? I was working this morning, so I didn't notice. Right, here we go. Open door. Ah, this gets you right on the bonds. Right, here we go. Straight in. Look at that. Come straight out the airlock. Straight. Hello. Somebody's not rendered themselves correctly, have they? Now, I've noticed this a lot with the freelancer. When the door opens, it absolutely screws up the rendering of everything around it. See that? Like the airlock's there. It's not there. There was the airlock. No, there's no airlock. Airlock. No airlock. Airlock. No airlock. I know how to remove an airlock. Just look at it. It disappears. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the magical closing door will fix everything. And lo and behold, now I'm not looking at it, everything's back where it should be. It's the opposite of metaphysical non-existence. It's not a solipsism, it's a sort of anti-solipsism, if you know what I mean. Right, okay. So what do you reckon then? I'm off to do... Well, here we go. Yeah, I did, besides my friend saying that he was coming over last night and he went somewhere else. Ah! I hate that. People who blow you out. It does my head in. What, he said he was coming over to see you and then he didn't show up? How annoying. How annoying is that? Never mind, mate. Sit back, relax. Go on a little journey. We're going to go to... I don't even know where we're going. Going to Selin, I think. I did have it written down somewhere, but anyway, whatever. You can help me by getting me out of this terrible grim Hexington. Now, as we know, Grim Hex is a kind of oven cleaner used exclusively by Sandy Gardner to scrub away at the pots and pans after Chris has had one of his fry-ups. She uses a liberal dosing, a dousing you might say, of Grim Hex. Removes all stubborn stains. What? I will visit again when I want, mate. Don't oppress me. Alright, let's go. Let's get a bit of a shift on. Yeah, he decided to see someone else, but I get he's coming next Saturday. I hope he doesn't bail this time. I had my old PC set up and everything. Ah, mate. That's annoying. You were going to do a bit of gaming together, were you? That's annoying. I used to love doing that. Have a mate over, do a bit of gaming. You got your, you actually got your old, you set all your old PC up and everything, so you could sort of game at the same time. That's cool, mate. Where was he anyway? He blew you out. Where did he go instead? That was so much better. Right, is that? See, that doesn't do anything now. I can drop down my thrust now. Well, I can't really game with him since I can't launch the Steam games at once on 2 computers. Oh, right, okay, I see. No, that's true, mate. That's true. You need 2 separate accounts, don't you, I suppose? Have you been gaming a long time? Is that... He went to his old foster parents' place. Oh, right, I see. Right, let's see now. 595. Where are we off to, exactly? We're going to Selin. Let's get out of here. Get ourselves off to Selin. Not so much of a sell-in as a sell-out. Where is it though? There it is. There it is. There it is. Look at that. I can go directly to the beast in question. Look at that. Crisscross to Selin. Very nice. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I can just simply do this and then scooch up. Line me up nicely. Here we go. Let's have a little rear view of this, shall we? There's the beautiful rings. Bye bye. Bye bye, Yella. Hello, Selin. From Yella to Selin. Very tasty. Right. What are your PC specs? I get more FPS than... Oh, right, okay. My PC specs, that's a very good question. Right, I'm going to pull them up in a minute. Just give me a sec, right? I've got a 1080 in here, for one thing. I've got 36 gigs of RAM, and I've got an I'm going to have to look it up now, mate. If you bear with me, I will look them up for you. Just one second. Let me just get this going, and I'll do it. Now, where was I going? Tram and Myers Mining. But no, first we're going to go to the oven ready muffin number 6. Here we are, look. I'm sure it is. I'll tell you when it's complete. You don't tell me. That's how it is, mate. Tram and Myers. Where's Tram and Myers gone now? There we are. Oh, look, we might even go there in the daylight. How about that? How about that? advance on 1004. No, there's nothing higher than 1004. That is it. We might even be heading into the daylight here. That's amazing. All right, here we go. Let's have a quick shifty around here for my specs. I did have it written down somewhere. There we go. System specs are 8 cores, i7 6700K, 4 gigahertz, and I've got a GTX 1080 in there, and I've got SSD drive Samsung, and yeah, 36 gigs of RAM. How about you? What have you got in there? Coming in at a fair old lick here. Do we hear 107? Do we hear 106 at the 1004? He's looking at 100 there. He's got 100 at the top. He's got his SCM. He's surrounded by text everywhere he looks. Hicks Research is over there. Terra Mills Hydroforms down there. He's got 33 on the 3 with a triangle of the 100 and the 100. He's got 1976 over there. That was a terrible year. Very hot summer though. 10,479. He's looking at 11,855 over there. That's a terrible number to be dealing self with on the blue, on the background of the grey, with the lights flashing forwards and backwards. Let's put the lights on, shall we? Oh, very nice. We don't want to come down in the dark now, do we? That would be terrible. Oh, nice. I have an Intel i7 7. Ah, right, okay. 1060, 6 gigs. Let me just ease off the speed here if I can. I've had trouble slowing down in this approach. See, I'm getting a sudden boost there. I don't understand why. That's really weird. That is really, really weird. Right, I don't want that thing there. Gets my wick. Every time I arrive somewhere I've got a great glowing melon in front of my face. I don't like it. Let's just get this lined up nicely here. You get 20 to 30. Yeah. Don't know why I get more FPS. Well look, I tell you for why, mate. Tonight, usually I do get about the same as you. I get 20 to 30, like without fail. Tonight, I've got the same stuff running as usual, but I'm on 16, and I don't know why. It's been really shonky the whole night. I've been streaming earlier tonight, and I was streaming, not just playing a little bit earlier in the day, and I was getting terrible frame rates. I think the servers are just filling up really quick. I think the streaming doesn't seem to affect it that much. I lose a couple of frames, basically. I've got Fraps running, I've got OBS running, I've got Spotify sometimes, not always, but that's it. Nothing too heavy. I've got no other stuff open, so it doesn't really affect me too much. But yeah, I mean, it knocks a little bit off the top, I would say, but usually I get somewhere between about 22 and about 30 frames. Ideally we want 60, you know. I mean, 30 it's ridiculous to even talk about 30 as a bonus, do you know what I mean? I use the integrated NVIDIA FPS counter. Yeah, I couldn't get that working. I don't know why. How do I access that? Could you give me a couple of tips on that, mate? I'd really appreciate that. If you could point out to me. I just need to go into the NVIDIA app, do I? And tool around in there. How do I access the FPS counter? Because I'd rather not run Fraps, because it can affect performance. Let's just bump it up a little bit. About this time of night, put a little bit of rum in my coffee. It's very nice, that. Very nice indeed. I might do that again in a minute. That feels wonderful, that. I've got bought Kraken rum. Have you ever had that? It's really nice. Look at the craggy face that stares back at us. Oh, love, have you had some work done? Look at you. Like the back end of a bus. Right, we're coming in now, 20k. Let's drop it down. Let's drop it right down. And then we can sweep up like the proverbial street sweeper. Weird, I will tell you how. Push Alt Z, then go to the cogwheel, then overlays an FPS counter. Okay, cool. Cool. Never knew that. I'll check it out in a minute when I've got myself parked down here. But thanks for the tip, mate. Much appreciated. You know, it's so much. You know, what I put my hand up. I don't know that much about this kind of caper, but I do enjoy it. Okay, you can put the FPS counter in any of the four corners, right? I get it. Let's just ease it off a little bit here now. So we come down, bring it down to about 2,000, I would say. There she is. Is there anybody else about though? That is the question. Yeah, Fraps can knock a few frames off, can't it? That's what I was told. I just did it in a hurry because I couldn't be. I was aware of the Nvidia thing, but I couldn't make it work. So what you're saying is, when I'm in Nvidia, when I go into the Nvidia app, I press Alt Z, or just press Alt Z when I'm in game. Is that the deal? Coming across like a right klutz. Don't even know how to work the Nvidia app. My God. Downer, what you like? Yeah, I'll see when you're in game. All right, mate. I'll give it a whiz in a minute. Let me just get this. Get this baby on the ground. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy some beryl and get myself off to Olisar. Beryl to Ollie. And try and make a little bit of cash. There we go. Slow it right down now, son. Come on now. I look like we might get a bit of a sunrise here. Look at this. Where's that sunset? I can never tell. Wish I had a clock in this game, like that was relative to the place that you're at. Like kind of Chris Roberts time. That'd be the universal time of the verse, wouldn't it? Chris Roberts. Universal time. Looks like we've arrived. Just wonder if there's somebody else here. There might be. Let's just wait and see, shall we? Alright, come the on. Come the F7C on. Come on. Let's go. Drop your gate, love, and I'll climb aboard. I have got missiles. I thought I had. Right, let's not be shy. Just in case. You never know, do you? You never know. By the way, I would do it once you're landed with engines off. They need to work the landing on planets because it always pushes your nose. Yes, yeah, it does. At last, someone else has noticed that. It's annoying, isn't it? Like you land and you're actually on the ground, but gravity doesn't kick in. Your nose just flies up in the air. I've noticed actually it's worse when you've got cargo in. When you put cargo in, I don't know whether it's something to do with the way the physics grid sort of perceives that there's extra weight in the ship, but it tends to sort of flip you up on your backside. Right, here we go. Now, I've never actually taken the time to look inside these things. I know that they're mining, but I mean, I don't know what Chris was thinking of when he had this designed. What I'd like is like a big iron shaft thrusting into Mother Earth. Don't you think that's a good idea, Sandy? Yeah, whatever, Chris. Chance would be a fine thing. Okay, here we go. Let's put that away now, I think. Now we're just going to go in and we're going to buy a little bit of beryl. Well, I say a little bit. We're going to load it up with beryl as much as we can, because I have a feeling we might be able to make a tidy little prof off of this. Let's just have a quick shifty over here now. Right, we're going to buy this. We're going to stick it in here, in the freelancer. Beryl's gone up. Never mind. We'll make 10 off of that, I reckon. 41. Alright, fair enough. Got it. Anything else? Is there anything else worth buying? What have we got here? What have we got here? We got titanium. We might make a profit on titanium as well, actually. There's no aluminium here, but that's alright. Chlorine, what's chlorine? Chlorine. Let's get some titanium as well, shall we? Got it. Right, the titanium was at 2. No, titanium's 1, beryl's at 5. That's all we need to remember, isn't it? All done? Lovely job. Right, let's get out of here. Let's go. Through the red door. We all know what's through the red door. Mayhem and madness. The chance of death awaits you at every turn. What's this now? Wait, really low? Oh, I don't know, but why I'm only getting 9.6 but I regularly get 80 megabytes per second, but it lags when it's that low, which doesn't make any sense. Be right back. I'm going to make sure my other PC isn't running. No worries, mate. You take your time, do what you want. No bother. Look at my freelancer. Look at it laden down with beryl and titanium. Please welcome onto the stage Beryl and Titanium. Beryl does flower arranging, and she has a robot assistant called Titanium. I tell you what, sometimes when you land, you should put your landing gear down, because it helps with the landing. That's what I think. I think it's a big mistake to land without the landing gear down. Do you know what I mean? Oh, well, never mind. I hope that hasn't affected my chances of purchase. Has that screwed me right up? No, look, it's actually... No, it's worked, it's all good. Crazy times. Right, okay. Never land without your landing gear. That's just foolishness. Look at all this gear. Look at it all. And there's more down here, look at it. There's my beryl. My lovely beryl. Well, let's hop in. And boom, boom. Here we go. Let's turn you on, you silly girl. Right, get rid of that. We don't want that on there, do we? No. Now, I'm a bit silly because I haven't done that. What I'm going to do now is do that. Let's just get out of here. But you're right about the nose. It does pull up, doesn't it? Every time. Look at that. fair enough. Now we can put the landing gear up. It does feel a lot heavier, I must say. Alrighty. Across the deserts. And across the seas. He came like a level horizon, glaring at his own mistake. Let's put some speed on. Let's get the nose up a little bit, shall we? There we go. I'll do it. What a wonderful game it is. Look at that. Look how good that looks. Why am I suddenly streaking up into the air like that? I don't want to do that. I want to keep my nose down and just enjoy the view. That's what I'm going to do. Very nice. What do you reckon to the looks of the game then? I don't know if you're back yet. You might not be. You might have gone somewhere. Look at this. Wonderful. A bit grubby in here, look at that. I need to give that a wipe down, look at it. It's the state of it. It's nobody ever sits over there. You can tell a man's got no mates. His co-pilot seat's all grubby. Oh yes. Oh yes, look at this. Incredible. The undulating landscape of Selin stretches out before us. What a wonderful sight. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, I have to say. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll take ourselves off to our destination, which is going to be Port Olisar, which we can't get to, but we can go to it that way, can we? Why can't we get anywhere? I'll tell you for why. Because we're too near the planet's surface. That is why, my friends. Stick your nose up in the air. Not so much face down and arse up. Arse about face. Right, here we go. Going arse about face, face down, arse up. Right, I hope we make a profit. Ooh, I hope we make a profit every time we breathe. It's the dream of neoliberal capitalism. I hope that just being alive means that I make a profit. I hope I can monetize myself in such a way that I become a product even when I'm asleep. I'm making money parthenogenically. That's my dream. Okay, you need to slow down, take time to smell the roses, mate. And let's just have a little look now, see where we are. Can we get to where we need to go? That's the question. We can get to Cryastro, no bother. Let's do it. Let's do it. Where is Cryastro? I would imagine it would be up in the sky somewhere. Over there maybe. she is. Of course she's going to be near to Crusader. Come on in, son. There she is. I'm back, and my other computer isn't even on. Don't know why my internet is being so slow. Alright, okay. Here we go. I'm glad you're back, mate. Welcome back. Have you? Yeah. Have you been in game today at all? Have you been on in Star Citizen at all today? And if so, what have you been up to? What's your sort of go-to thing that you do when you get in the game? What do you like to do? Do you like to trade? Do you like to look for trouble? Do you like to do missions? Have you been doing any of the missions? Have you been getting along well with them? I haven't really. I find there's too many crashes to really sort of play anything through. The reputation doesn't reset, etc., etc. So it becomes a bit. I don't know. It's a bit of a headache, really. Those little tweaks they need to make. It's really important that they get those right at the moment, because if they can just get the missions working and playable, and like they're just so it's all possible, it would be really great. This altimeter thing gets on my nerves when you've left the planet and it's still there. Oh man, okay, look. I'm getting my map is all very nicely selected and everything, but I would like to know now. I'll go to my location. Yeah. Let's try that then. I'm getting the hang of this now. There's my little marker. Well, she should be there. Why isn't she there? Doesn't make any sense. I click on that. Set as destination. Click on that. Set as destination. There she is. Okay, that is right. God, one day this will work. Be right back. Yeah, no problem, mate. No problem at all. Yes, here we are. I've missed you, Oliver. We're back in. Are we going to slow down? Yes, we are. Okay, good. That problem seems to have sorted itself out. He said. Thought Ron. Oi. Don't mess me about. Don't give me any trouble. Just come in here. Right in the centre. Put them in. Let's jump in. Get a bit of hailing going on. Hey! I'm hailing you when I'm calling you. Ooh.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Alright, I will. You tell me where it is, I'll go there. I am your willing servant. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Tasty, mate, tasty. Just get it nicely. Lined up like a little blue man sitting on a green spike. There he is, look. Nice. Very good stuff. Well, I hope your internet gets sorted out, mate. Maybe you've got some. Do you share a house? Are you a house that other people might be downloading something or whatever? The other guy that was on stream last night, Major Llama, he'd be the fella to talk to about it. He seemed to be really knowledgeable about all that sort of stuff. I'm sure you know what you're doing anyway. You probably know more than I do. ever comes now. If he ever comes now. Right, we're in. We're in this, mate. We're in this. There she is. The beautiful self-landing ship. And she impales herself willingly on the long green phallus of the landing instruction.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
A pleasant stay. Oh no, that's not you, is it? That's your brother. There we go. I like that little twitch there. There he is, hopping out. Look at him go. Nice one, mate. Right, let's sell this gubbins. Now, hopefully, goodbye to all this. Goodbye to all that. Now we bought, what was it? We bought the titanium was 1 and the beryl was 5. And he was stuck in his ship for the rest of his life. No, there it is. Now look, what happens now? Look, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. And then suddenly, boom, it's all arrived. Look at this. Look at that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Steady on. It's nice, isn't it? It's charming, that, isn't it? Welcome to Olisar. Now, do one. Let me just close the door because there are many, many dodgy individuals around here. I don't want anyone running off with my cargo. Is it possible to steal ships yet? Because that's something I'm very interested in. Like they talked about being able to breach doors. I hope that we can hack them. That would be good. A little bit of hot wiring going on. Can hack into the ship, hot wire the controls, have it away with somebody's 600i. Lovely. There should be a way. I was thinking that the mechanic that I would like to see in the game is in a similar way that you can clear your crime stat at Korea, or Korea, however you want to pronounce it. Look at this guy, look at this guy here, look. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? Leaping for joy. The fact that you've got a new set of benches to sit on. I think we'll just take a little look at you. Are you alright? Yeah, you're doing fine, aren't you, mate? Look at you. I could watch this sort of thing all day. You probably couldn't, but I could. Look at him. Look at him go. See if we can rescue him, shall we? Come on, mate. Come on, mate. That's it. Come on. Come on. Come on now. Come on. Oh, you poor fella. You're stuck, aren't you? You poor little guy. Stuck in there. Dancing or dancing for your life. What does that say? Maintenance plate access. Poor guy. He's gone for good. Right, okay. No, a mechanic I'd like to see in the game, right? Check this out. What I want to see is, in the same way that you can remove your crime stat at Korea, or Korea, depending on how you pronounce it, Dan, you could, if you breach a ship, hack the door, get in, hotwire the thing, steal it, in other words, you have it away with somebody's ride, right? You take it off to a kind of like, how can I say this, like a dodgy Cryastro, like a kind of, I don't know, Happy Stella or something, I don't know, a dodgy Cryastro anyway. No tears please, we're in space. I don't know how you call it, but a dodgy Cryastro, you go in there and you've got a similar sort of hacking sequence to go through in a sort of PvP environment. There are guards there, you've got to sneak in, get to the terminal and hack your ship to remove the original owner's details from it, and then therefore transfer ownership to yourself. I think that would be a great mechanic. If anybody agrees, then please just donate $50 to me and we'll say no more about it, alright? No, but if you think that's a good idea, then just drop me a comment, because I think that is I think that's a mechanic that I, for one, would like to see. Right, let's see if we've made any profit on this beryl, shall we? Beryl has dropped through the floor. It's not worth the money, the paper it's printed on. Barrel is still at 11, so that's good news. And titanium, we've made 2 on it, so we've made a profit. That's alright. 47 there. Sell that. Got it. Got it. Tidy. So this, we doubled our money, and the other one, yeah, more or less the same really. Shame there wasn't more of it available. Boom, there we go. Oh, we've hit 130, so that's good. That's good, that's all good, that's all good, mate. That is all good. Alright. Now look, I'm probably going to leave it there. Doomslayer, you've gone, mate. That's fair enough. You've got things to fix, that's cool. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a position in front of the blue orb here. I'm always going to end up here, and no matter what I do, I always end up at Olisar anyway. So it makes no difference to me, of course. Let's just take a picture here. In fact, no, wait, what am I doing? I'm being silly here. I've got to finally... Oh, he's gone! Where's that geezer who's stuck behind the bench? Was it you? It was you, wasn't it? It was you. You finally extricated yourself, mate. That's really cool. I'm just going to sit here, if you don't mind. I'm just going to back into you slightly like this. And I'm going to go like this. There we go. Very nice. Very nice stuff. Look at that. Look, looking down my own throat. The nano dentist is back. He's so small. He's the tiniest dentist in the world. He crawls inside your throat and does your teeth from the inside. Absolutely incredible. Let's have a look at this now. Just me and my buddy chilling out. Look at that, he pushed me out of the way. Look at that, he pushed me out of the way. Can you believe it? Never mind. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just leave him peeking over the top like that. Ladies and germs, I'm happy to say that's been another wonderful stream. Doomslayer, mate, thank you very much for joining me. I've got to get on now, but thanks for stopping by. I hope you fix your internet. I'll be back on again tomorrow night about a similar time, I think. Well, maybe in the daytime, I'm not sure, but I'll post it up anyway. Thanks for joining me, much appreciated. Thanks for the sub, and I'll post this one on YouTube as well, so you can check it out. Anything you missed, anything you didn't miss much. Thanks to anyone else, and I will see you I'll see you around. He's such an eager beaver, isn't he? Look at him. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.